go.
Welcome back to the Wilderness Podcast. Yes, we are back and we back alive and we in the place to be today. Yeah, we here. We uncut. We in the place. You know what I'm saying? Check it out, man. We got a lot to talk about today. I had to slow down a little bit because, you know, your health is your wealth. We have to always understand that. Your health is your wealth. It's how you maintain. That's how you become the brighter, better person that you are today. Always think about that. Always take care of yourself. Always get yourself in a good mental mind space to, be where you're supposed to be how you're supposed to be, and function always at a high level. So dig this, man. It's Willis Podcast. Yeah, we back. We talking about tonight. Everyone is trying to wake up show. Oh, but do you understand the process? Oh, motherfucker. And true indeed, it is a process when you trying to come into the realization. Let me check my settings real quick. I don't like yeah, we good there. All right, we good there. We solid. You know what I'm saying? We good. All right. Anyway, check it out, man. Uh, one thing we need to understand about living life and going through life is you're gonna have challenges. So why is everyone trying to wake up? Because, well, let's just jump into the fucking whip moment, shall we? Anyway, the first whip moment is it's the thinning. It's the time of the thinning. Yeah, everything is becoming very clear. Some people want that old thing back, but the world and the memory of the world doesn't want anything to do what happened in the past. And neither do I. That's why I think it's time to choose to push humanity forward in a positive light. Yeah, let's all put it on the line to see what's going down. See who have done what and who can survive. It's the thinning. Kind of like motherfucking Hunger Games around this motherfucker, man. I mean, you got to think about it. It's the people with the skill sets, the wherewithal, the mindset to keep it together, to really understand that all you have to do is keep living, achieving, keep prospering, and keep minding your motherfucking business. And the reason why that's extremely easy to do is because of the fact that, shit, hold on 1 second, y'all. Give me a minute. Let me get my camera right. The reason why it's easy to mind your own goddamn business is because if you always focus on the goals that you need to achieve, you won't be worried about what nobody else thinking about your ass. There's one thing that can't be denied is what you know about yourself. And I don't mean that in just a historical sense. And who your ancestors are, things. What have they done? And how can you equate and do you have that same prowess? Let me slow it down for you. What I'm trying to explain to you is you want to be your ancestors, but do you have the traits? Do you exhibit? Do you exude who they are? You understand what I'm trying to tell? Do you have the elements? Do you have the wherewithal? Do you have the mindset? Are you free in your mind? So it's the thinning. Some people don't know how to start, don't know where they're going to end up, don't know how they're going to get to their next place of being or They just existing. But are you winning? Are you in a place to win? Are you in a place to, actually think about your next step and make it a pivotal positive step to get to a place of success? That's why it's the thinning. The thinning is when you don't understand that some of the ways of old will be extinct and you're going to have to function. You're going to have to pivot. You're going to have to bring in a new. You're going to have to change, accept change, and understand that it's inevitable that it's going to happen. I mean, think about the digital age. Some, oh, that's the devil. Oh, no, shut the fuck up. It's just change. It's just change. Things are changing. You have to understand, that just because it's changing doesn't mean you can't change with it. I never said it was for the good or for the bad. I just said you have to change with things. And there are other ways you can pivot and change into too. You don't have to accept a lot of things. There are a lot of avenues that you can take because there's a whole culture of the unacceptance of this digital created age. So you just have to find your path and find your way. I think it's suitable for you if you think what's good for you. 1 second. Give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So, but the one thing I know about this digital age is these kids are born with it. They have it within their fingertips. So my daughter, we're gonna have a conversation about it because she was born with all of this. Nova, let's go, Snooks. We're gonna have a conversation about, how she's had tablets, she's had all these different type of elements at her fingertips, and she's extremely creative. She's an architect. She's a builder. She understands mathematics better. She understands how to incorporate this within her level of learning in school. So hold me on. Let me give it a second. She's excited about this show. Give me 1 second. Let me get my baby. You ready, baby? Let's go. All right. You ready, Chip? Yes. All right. So anyway, we know how you always talk about how we with Roblox and how well you have been performing in school and and how you stepped it up pretty good. Yes. Right. So you know how when you're on Roblox, you're an architect. You're all of these different. Hold on, let's get you over here so they can see you on Roblox on TikTok too. So the thing is, there we go. So look at the camera over here. All right. So the thing is, Roblox, you're an architect. You have all these different learning capabilities and tools. And how long have you had tablets? Since you can remember, huh? Probably Stay in the camera. Look at the camera. Since about 3. Wait. No. Remember the Amazon tablet at 3? Oh yeah. Don't look at this. Look at this. That's the one I lost. Yeah. So tell us what you learned about this digital age that you're growing up in. I learned that whenever you have technology, you have to use it wisely and be careful with all of it. And don't crack your tablet or anything and act like your parents can just buy you new. What's security? Like, what do you mean by security? How you make sure that you ask your parents and they send the allowance thing. Oh, yeah. So you have to be mindful of money. Because money is not just spending it all. You need house, you need food, you just need things to provide for your family. And you have to take your parents' money. Don't take it for granted. You have to use it like it's something, but not like use it. Just use it for stuff you need. That's right, baby. Stuff you need. Mm-hmm. But so, how does Roblox help you with your education? Answer that question for the camera. So I play Bloxburg most of my time. I build a lot of houses. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I might be an architect on Roblox. So yeah. Okay. So does that help you enhance your brain? Does it help you love school more when you get to play with your friends? How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel like I can play with different of the blocks, and I just build towers with the cups that Dr. Turner has for us.
Mm-hmm. So she equates everything from learning. Okay, thank you, my dear. Great job. All right, go play some Roblox. Anyway, she likes to incorporate learning with how she feels, how she with how she respects her teacher, and we try to make these things go full circle. So when everyone's trying to be awake, that's one thing, but dealing with what's in front of you is another. So we teach our 8-year-old how to deal with what's in front of her and how to make it positive, and always interactive so where she can think and create a positive critical thinking capability. So anyway, that's the thinning. So we want to keep her on the good side and not the negative side of the thinning. Okay, next moment is, you know what I'm saying, since we're still going. I'm just wanting to make sure I was still going. Okay, all right, because the other. Anyway, we good. All right, the next moment. Everyone's trying to wake up show. Okay, first of all, you have to deal with when you're trying to wake up is what you call the persecution. Everyone wants to persecute you for wanting to. When you're awake, I like to, consider it with learning more about you, not about the government or not about anything that's associated outside of you. When you wake up, you're waking up to understand the betterment and the internal workings of you. That's when you're waking up. So all this other shit about woke and when you're a living operating person every day, when you wake up, you want to know and discover and learn new things every day. Okay, so that's when you wake up in the morning every day. So the only thing about waking up is your routine change. Your thirst for knowledge, the things that you want to learn that are new and that are better and that are, that makes you function differently, make you interact with people differently, make you absorb information differently. So that's what waking up really means. But also you got to understand waking up, you need some sleep, you need a nap, you need some rest. You got to stay rejuvenated within those new possibilities. Okay. So you're just breaking it down real clean and very smooth and clear. So, but you're gonna always get persecuted for it because most of your friends they like they like that childlike mind state. They don't want to grow up. They like terrorizing and making people feel less than and trying to make themselves feel superior or even having think tanks to suppress knowledge and to make themselves feel superior once again, even though they don't have a superior nature or element to them. But this is how that mind feeds itself. So instead of understanding, learning truth from the proper elements of equation and exchanging, they want to make up shit as they go, like they always have done. That's kind of how the ignorant class of people do that call themselves, the enlightened. And there's nothing enlightened about an ignorant, selfish, uh, weak ass person with a fragile uh, mental capacity. So anyway, the next moment. See, you always got to go. You always have to understand. There's a revealing, and there's that revealings become revelations. But we're gonna go revelation first because the revelation is before the revealing. But something was revealed to you before you had that revelation. It's all of that shit adding up. All of those inadequacies. All of the shit that you thought was real that wasn't true at all. It was all a fabrication, a misconception, some bullshit that people had to feel good about themselves, made up to force you to think that that shit was good. That's how you have the display of European nations today that love things for free, but don't care to pay for certain things. Anyway, let's get to the next moment. The revealing. That's what's true. See, on every continent, there's a capability of resources that are natural, that you should observe from the land, learn your land, learn where you come from, learn your land, so you can observe wealth from the land distributed globally throughout trade and all of these things to make that place profitable and able to distribute for all of that specific nation. Truth is, some people want control of all the resources to starve out people that can produce outside of said any government. But you want to interact and have a relationship with the government in order to produce to avoid tax evasion and all of these things they can throw your ass in jail for. So it's not the matter of operating outside of government. It's about having a relationship and partnership with the government in order to distribute goods that are affordable, that are healthy, sustainable, profitable, and healthy for all, and distributed equally, and not a spoil, not always a hierarchy to who gets the best product. No, see, all that shit needs to end. America, understand one thing. The world has known a lot of things that they seen about us simply because the hierarchy of statuses, when you call race and ageism and stageism and all of those things, when you implement those elements, you break the economy, you break people. And it's not that we don't have the ability to produce, it's just that white supremacy doesn't allow it. But now that those systems are crumbling, we have a fair chance of distributing, you know, all things equally throughout the proper terrain with the proper relationships, proper operations. That's just the truth. So I'm not gonna hold y'all too long tonight, but understand two things. Another couple of things about the last whoop moment is actions behind truth. See, when you put your actions behind what you know is true, that makes you a path that you forge a more visible one. You can see better. You can add more elements to what you want to actually do and how you want to affect change in a positive manner. But you have to but it all starts with you and understanding and knowing who you are. So a lot of people want to do so many things to help. They want to do things to contribute to a positive light and a positive understanding. And we can all do this collaboration things, but it takes direction and understanding how you can be effective. And that takes a fundamental understanding. So right here on the Will This podcast, that's one thing we do is we focus on pivotal understanding about what and who. You, yourself, so that you can be far more effective than being a pawn and somebody using you, using your wealth, using all of these things that you don't even have to adhere to. All you got to do is reach within, connect with the possible people, with the possible skill sets and capabilities to move things forward within your life and not stalemate you and move you or keep you paralyzed within the state that you think you're in today. So I always understand how to pivot, move forward without the naysayers and the haters because they're never going to go away. They're just that way. So waking up and trying to wake up, trying to absorb new information and new things, you have to be daring. But you also have to verify, vigilantly verify. Have they say have 3 resources, or I say have 10. Verify your resources. Therefore, that boosts and it stabilizes your confidence to know that what you're saying is true because you can regurgitate, because when you learn things, you can regurgitate it, but you can also add more elements to it when you have more resources so that it solidifies the claim. It solidifies and make everything you're saying factual because when these resources don't have no connections, they don't have any alignment with each other. This person did their own research, this person did their own research, this person, and they're all saying the same thing. You have to be smart enough to understand what they're saying, even in accordance to what you know. That's why it's always beautiful to understand and learn and relearn, rehash your mindset, rehash the thoughts that you have, rehash those elements because it only empowers and it sharpens the elements of knowing. That only empowers you to a degree of fulfilling your actual state of understanding what you got to do after that. See, when you know you have to do something, you have to act. When you know you have to act, when you believe you are paralyzed, because all you got to do is repeat your belief. It's like bullshit. When you know you got to do something about that shit, you got to act on that. That's what you have to do. That's the elements of it. That's the order of operations. I told you I wasn't gonna hold you too long, but I wanted to give you enough information so that we can carry on. We're gonna see if we can do another show tonight. It'll be upstairs, but we're gonna make sure all of our shit right too. So I just wanted to give you something to let you know that yeah, we still together, we still cooking. Check out the wheelthispodcast.com. Get you some merch. Check out I got some nice quality gear. Look kind of like this. I'd like to dress nice. I say the Will This Podcast. I'm not gonna give you some bullshit that's gonna, represent the show, represent, what you listen to and how you get down with me. I appreciate you. I salute you. Thank you so much for tuning in to the show. I love you guys, and I'm gonna keep going for you too. So anyway, yeah, keep doing that. Keep going for it. Keep being positive and know that you're going to get the best information from here, the Realist Podcast. I just watched Anthony Edwards defeat the Celtics. Jaylen Brown had 41 points. Anthony Edwards had 39, 2 rebounds, and 5 assists. Jaylen Brown had 41 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. But the Timberwolves that's my team, man. Shout out to Anthony Edwards. Shout out to the whole Timberwolves franchise, man. I like them cats, man. I love that team. I'm an NBA fan. Yeah. I'm an individual player fan more than I am a team fan. But I happen to been following the Timberwolves since the young man Anthony Edwards has arrived. He's a star kind of player. I can't wait to Jason Tatum get healthy, boy, come back strong. Anyway, that's the show tonight. Love y'all. Peace, love, and understanding. It's Willis Podcast. And remember this one thing for sure. One thing's true for you. The will, say it with me, is yours. Stay true to you. Be cool. Stay improving. And know that there's a better you. Peace.